Remember I told you about Milo Pelham, who vanished when we were captured by the Empire? After we talked, I put his name out, in case he had a wife or kids he hadn't mentioned. Instead, I found out he was arrested on Tatooine a few weeks ago. He actually made it.
He may have escaped the Empire, but it appears his situation is little improved.
Milo's being held for destruction of private property. Anchorhead authorities said he's been acting nutty since he was arrested. They had to isolate him. Milo was a rock. Something's wrong.
If we spoke to him, there might be something I could do.
You read my mind again. I can get him out, but there's a hitch. The property Milo destroyed was a starship. Owner's a gangster, and he's a little upset, so the authorities aren't too happy about setting Milo free.
He'll have all the protection he needs once we arrive.
I wrote up a signed character reference for Milo. Could you sign it too? A Jedi Master's endorsement would really speed things along.
It's my duty to help anyone who's been unjustly imprisoned.
Thank you. This means a lot. I'll send it to Tatooine, along with Milo's bail. All these years I thought he was dead. What happened to him out there?
My own people. Can't even trust my own people.
Did something happen with your political supporters?
Those Balmoran refugees. I wanted to bring them home. Already arranged to meet them on Alderaan. Then I deciphered more of Greystar's journals. Found out why he didn't want me reading them. Journals report these refugees were in contact with local Imperial officials, negotiating for food, medicine, protection.
Greystar was aware the refugees were trading with Imperials?
Yes! Wrote it down! Never lifted a finger! Imperials would have offered anything for intelligence about Balmora. How many refugees gave in? Gave information and got my people killed! Greystar let it happen. But he knew I'd retaliate, so he kept this from me!
Greystar clearly didn't want these people punished for what they did.
He was too trusting! They're collaborators. Collaborators die. Or live in a cell. Already arranged to meet the refugee leaders, to help them home. But now they'll be going in chains, for conspiring with the enemy. I arrest the guilty. I prove my devotion to Balmora.
You're Balmoran, just as they are. You must serve your people as you see fit.
All settled then. Need to get things organized for their arrest. Make sure soldiers are waiting for them. Excuse me.
The royal family called the ship. They asked for me personally. Can you imagine? They want me to be their new representative. They obviously don't think I'm as good as father, but I told them my plans, and I'll earn their respect.
Sounds like you've got plans.
I've learned a lot from you, and I'd like a cultural exchange between the Jedi and my people.
Jedi training would benefit any Force sensitives on your world.
No one else back home has my powers. I was always sort of a freak.
If I was a musician on a world without music, wouldn't they think I was a freak?
Musicians don't normally make trees explode when they get upset. With everything that's happened, it shouldn't bother me anymore. But it does. Maybe doing Father's work will be good for me.
What? Oh, please excuse me, Jedi. The last pieces of the Van Drake generator must have a precise exposure to the ship's engine core. I'll be right back.
Jedi, could I please talk to you for a minute? It's about Theron.
Something isn't quite right with him.
Theron's been working so hard for the symposium. It's all he talks about. It's just so rare for him to get a real challenge. I don't think he's handling it very well. Please, he listens to you. Is there anything you can do?
Having his genius tested will teach Theron more than years of success.
I hope that's true. You're a good friend to us, Jedi. Both me and my sweet Theron.
Compared to keeping you two happy, the Jedi trials were simple.
Just in time. A moment longer and the irradiation would have gone too far.
Theron, honey, why don't you take a break? With me.
No, too much to do. Sorry, Jedi, I'll speak to you another time.
You wanted to talk, Kaizen?
Tosk Tanga Rasjak. Shiverskars. Zunkelis. Orra.
Not if you keep calling me a soft thing. I remember what that means, you know. Huh. Kaizen says you're a herald. You look like a Jedi to me.
According to Kaizen, I'm the Scorekeeper's herald. It's a long story.
As nicknames go, I'd look for something a little snappier.
Rasmuklesaren Ognok. Hunterborsk. Skuvjentras. Or Dargorsk.
Hunt. You know, if you hunted crooks instead of animals, you'd be a household name. Okay, I got a Veneb Drosk. Trandoshan, former bounty hunter, retired. That him?
Even the Jedi archives rarely recover information that quickly.
I'm all wired up to the holonet. If it's out there, it's up here. After he retired, this Veneb became some big shot Trandoshan clan leader. Just suddenly shot up the ranks. Oh, shot up the ranks after a lot of his rivals went missing, usually on hunts. Interesting, huh?
Gorsgrana Nothrakis. Ako Iswas. Lord Vajas. Gas.
Veneb wasn't helping Gworer for credits. He was maneuvering himself into becoming a clan leader.
That's all I got on this Veneb, but it should be enough for you two to find him. So Kaizen, we're square on this, right? No more favor is owed?
You've been very helpful. I think we can consider this even.
Hey now, don't go soft on me. I like you fine as you are. See you around, Kaizen. Take care of yourself and your herald.
Lohasamar Flix Tulama. Morta Vrapsak. Doskastores. Shiverskars.
I got word from Tatooine. 6 holocalls, a few payments to the right people, and Milo's a free man. All I need to do is meet him and his security escort at Anchorhead, but Milo's still in a bad way.
We shouldn't keep him waiting.
I appreciate it, but I should probably take this one. If Milo's really unstable, too many people might scare him. I'll take a shuttle to Tatooine and see Milo get somewhere safe. Shouldn't risk him hurting himself or blowing up someone else's starship. Thinking he was dead. It was almost easier than this.
Atros Finn, a Jedi researcher on Coruscant, once treated my master. His experience may be useful.
It's worth a shot. Don't worry. I'll make sure I'm ready for trouble before I move out. See you soon. I got Milo off Tatooine okay, but heck, I don't even know where to start. Milo was trying to talk to me, but he couldn't get the words out. He kept using other languages, equations even, like his mind was shattered.
Regrettably, I have experience in this area.
I tried asking him about when we were captured, if he knew anything. If I understood him right, Milo said a doctor came into his cell. She showed him a glowing box. That's when it all went wrong inside his head. Thing is, Milo said this doctor used that box on me, too.
I don't like where this is going.
And you didn't see Milo. How do you think I feel? So Milo's lady doctor used a glowing box on both of us. I lose 7 days of memory, and Milo loses his mind. A glowing box. Maybe a new Imperial torture device.
It might not be important. The woman who did this to you and Milo, she's the one we need to find.
I think Milo tracked the doctor to Tatooine. He thought the starship he blew up was hers. He gave me a picture, assuming it's actually her, that might give us a lead. I'll see what I can find out.
I was thinking about all the places we've been. Quesh was fun, apart from those Imperials all over our research station. And before that was the Fortitude. The galaxy's just so violent. How do you cope?
As Jedi, we look past momentary chaos and strive for the ideal. In this case, galactic harmony.
It must be why you Jedi train so hard. Sorry, I mean, we Jedi. Father could never accept the Republic wasn't perfect. He loved the dream of it. I wonder how that dream will change. For the better, I hope.
My work is finally complete. The Vandrake generator. Dare I say, a masterpiece among masterpieces.
Theron, I'm so proud of you. I think I'm gonna cry.
Yes, well done. But perhaps you should sit down for a minute.
There'll be time for a week-long sleep later. The Luminatis Club Symposium only runs for a day. I must secure the generator for transport. Its core needs to be perfectly shielded. The core is very sensitive to nearby electronic systems, you see. Its processes could...
Are you doing all right?
Jedi, I am a complete idiot. The core of my Vandrake generator could have an application that I never considered. For Holiday. If I linked that core to Holiday's central processor, it could increase her sentience by a factor of 10, or more.
How would Holiday change if you gave her this core?
She'd be able to transcend most of her remaining technical limitations. Her slicing capability could increase, her personality would evolve. But if I remove the core, my Vandrake generator is useless. I won't have a hope of winning the symposium.
This is your future we're discussing. You deserve a say.
But Theron's upset. I just want him to be happy.
There's no time to decide. The symposium's starting soon. The entire Luminatis Club is expecting me. I have to attend. I'll be back soon. It appears I have secured my place in scientific history. As a laughingstock. There I stood at the podium, my fellow scientists hanging on my every word. I had only to turn on the Vandrake generator, but I couldn't do it. I saw Holiday, and I couldn't. When I tried to explain, I was booed off the stage.
You're helping the person you care for at the cost of your own dream.
Indeed. Thank you for giving me perspective. Now, Holiday, I think the core is ready. We can begin the installation.
Theron, I'm scared. What if it changes me? What if I don't love you anymore?
Holiday, I am a fool dancing in your shadow. But whether you favor me or not, I will always belong to you.
Theron, install it now, before I change my mind. Stacks 2 and 3 reinitializing. Transfer.
Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
Holiday, please speak to me.
Oh my, how embarrassing. That core is potent stuff.
Has the core made any difference yet?
I've got more space. Like there's huge empty rooms waiting to fill up. It's exciting.
It'll take time for the change to fully propagate. Holiday's systems are very complex. But in the end, her personality and sentience will increase. Exponentially. I hope we'll be able to keep up.
Radosk Praxis, Victuscus Zarsk, Parsku Potrak, Workankisk, Ganaxis, Jash, Luktar Krivo, Kirvenas, Karakrates, Yanor Forika, Isademo, Ragorand, Rakil Urglexis, Nas.
If we go to the Elders and explain Venab's crimes, they'd never make him a clan speaker.
Ringholz, Ruk, Sark, Brakva, Grenok, Urkikachos, Skocharad, Marsk, Osla, Svetod, Tranis, Utapolua, Yorskau, Pokre, Grelkev, Skunak, Raktels, Worktraksrok, Belski, Krak, Radosk, Praxis, Victuscus, Zarsk, Parsku Potrak, Workankisk.
Allowing Venab to become clan speaker would defile both your people and the scorekeeper.
Modulambasarsk, Parsku Potrak, Norexk, Utapolua, Tornor Basruk, Endekrusk, Sankalis, Mortavrapsak, Janor Foita, is Ademo, Ragorand, Rakilurglex, Nas, Do Unska, Una Raktels.
We're in the network room. Breaking Imperial coding makes me all tingly.
Zenith sneaked off to security. I imagine he knows what to do with an Imperial security system. Ta-ta for now.
Hold on, Jedi. Security system's being stubborn. Done. I'll watch for any more. Zenith out.
Dora Boras, Tajaba, Kurkunskala, Bisadi Boharkas, Wakavas, Guksasek, Operafels Kojik.
Das Matzenke Yujo. Maestra Mehiruba. Blismit Minijata Iltaya.
Greetings, Master Jedi. All parameters are met. My work can finally be demonstrated.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Obeying my standard orders, I've seeded this vessel with detonite charges. These charges are sufficient to destroy the Javelin, its occupants, and nearby vessels. I apologize for any inconvenience caused.
Disable those charges, or I'll break you down to your components.
All interfering remote safeties have been removed. I have placed multiple detonite charges in mathematically precise positions. All Imperial vessels have been signaled to withdraw, as the countdown has begun.
The Empire is willing to sacrifice a whole dreadnought just to trap us? I should feel flattered.
By my calculations, even if dozens of the charges are disarmed, it is now impossible to prevent the Javelin's destruction.
But if we disable as many as we can, there won't be enough of a blast to destroy our ships.
You may attempt it, but my placement of the charges is flawless. There are charges on all main coolant regulation systems to ensure complete destruction.
I'll alert the others. We'll need everybody to get those bombs disarmed.
Do it. If we work together, we can handle the charges nearby and then run for the ship.
A shame my accomplishment will soon be superheated vapor, but such is the nature of demolition work. Good day.
Warning. Coolant regulation system ignited. Catastrophic structural integrity failure has begun. Destruction of the Javelin is imminent. Please evacuate immediately. Repeat. Please evacuate immediately.
Jedi, are you there? Something exploded near the tactical stations, but we don't know what's happening.
Hala voice, was the fleet caught in that explosion?
Me bagadres bastiatan elbines for Costinti.
Everything's shaking. We're getting back to the ship. But no, I can't. Go without me. Jedi, I have to stay just for a few minutes. The crew is trying to destroy these tactical stations. I think they were hiding something. I'm going to download everything I can.
Will you be able to reach the ship in time?
I don't think so. This deck doesn't feel safe. Wait, we passed a row of escape pods. I can pilot one out, or point it at Corellia's surface or something.
Keep hidden when you land, and we'll come for you.
I'll be fine, but you won't unless you hurry. Please, the hangar won't be safe for long. Go on, I'll see you on Corellia.
Toria, Hafne Farjet, Zinies Jur Drukal Jasbro, Lihida Naka Miest Hija.
Is he utterly oblivious to the loss of our dear Nadia?
We're going after her as soon as we can.
Estabola Megminid Uge, Oze Desazos, Homaleban.
We think the pod was caught in an automated landing system for Coronet City's shipyards. So it's probably there. Somewhere.
To Corellia. To search. And to war.